right, man, let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis, and apparently Brian Norman Sr. defeated Greg Hackett. I'm gonna watch the fight on Greg Hackett channel and let y'all know. So, Terence Crawford spoke on who he believes will beat Gervonta Tank Davis. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up. The two fighters, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who they are, but let's talk about the why he feels that they can beat him. And if somebody can beat you, would everybody be rushing, tour guys that you feel like can beat them? Now, some of us, we have shout out to Ray Raheem at secondsouth.com. We have a competitive nature. When somebody tell us, oh, he can beat you or he better than you, that make us want to really, go prove somebody else wrong, but they don't really have that in this generation no more. So Terence Crawford told Gervonta Davis, fighter who will be the first to beat him, and he knows. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he don't want to fight nobody. He don't want to fight Devin. He don't want to fight rematch Ryan with fair weight rules. He don't want to fight Gervonta. Not Gervonta, T.O. He don't want to fight Shakur, Keyshawn. None of those guys, probably even Raimondo Mortella. He don't want to fight anybody. He's really positioned himself to rematch Eastside Cruz, and that is what it is. You can't want it more. You can't want it for somebody more than they want it for themselves, and that's just what it is. Obviously he's moving to the beat of his own drum, and he don't want to get out there and he don't want to compete. So who are we to get mad at him for not wanting to compete? But let's get to it. So he says, he's speaking of fight hype. Whoever, I told Tank knows what's up. He knows what he's up against when he fights Shakur Keyshawn. He want to fight these guys that everybody in the world knows ain't gonna give him no fight. They're not mentally there. They might have a little skill here and there, but mentally wise, they're not gonna be able to keep up with him the whole fight. The two guys right there, Shakur and Keyshawn, is going to be the ones that give him his first L. So obviously the endorsements is, he cool with them. He helps work with them in the gym, and there's a bias there. But obviously he worked with them. He talked to them. He know what they made of. Do that mean they going to go in there and beat Tank? No. I think, Keyshawn is behind Shakur, rightfully so. Shakur has been mentally, he's been in the multiple divisions. They both won a silver medal, but Keyshawn is kind of grown, is a bigger guy. He's a physically bigger guy than Shakur, and he punches harder. Now, does he have the defensive prowess that Shakur? No, but he's got really good defensive positioning. You know what I'm saying? He's got really good. He got a good mix of blend of offense and defense. And to talk about Shakur and Tank, and I think Shakur and Keyshawn is that I think it's not going to be a high output fight. They don't throw a bunch of punches. He don't throw a bunch of punches. Neither one of them. And for Tank, he's able to get away with that. Why? Because he got a lot of power. Keyshawn, he got good power. He getting even stronger and stronger. He growing into his man strength. So, it's going to be really a tactical fight. But one thing about Keyshawn, he's tough and he's very fundamental. And I got to say the same thing about Tank Davis. Tank Davis is tough. Tank Davis is tough. Tank is tough. He's tough. He's a tough guy. So it'll be a good fight. And it's a fight that I think, the fans deserve. But, most people feel that way. He feel that way about Keyshawn. And I'm really starting to see Keyshawn's talent. And he's tough. He rugged too, man. Like, my thing is, the thing that played in his hand first, Tank don't really push the pace. Tank try to just fight a slow pace. He apply his pressure, tire you out. Then he just try to step it up. Tank is a fighter that paces himself as well again. He paces himself. You notice Keyshawn, he paces himself. So you fight guys like that, you fight Tank early on. A lot of niggas just get in there trying to survive, and they mentally fatigue. They mentally fatigue out. Then that's when Tank kind of step it up when they start to fade just from the pressure you put on. But if I'm fighting a guy like Tank, I'm taking it to him. I'm going to the body. I'm pushing him back. I'm getting behind my jab. And I think Keyshawn kind of really, with a little bit more seasoning, Keyshawn got all the ingredients to do so. As long as he can take the punch, he got all the ingredients to do so. So, that's the interesting thing about it. But Tank is explosive. Tank is explosive. He's explosive. He's an explosive fighter. So, at any given moment, he could be sweet dreams. So, but as far as Shakur, Shakur's just gonna box him, get into a groove, and once he get into that groove, it's hard to break that groove. So Shakur gonna get in there, box, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to break his rhythm. So yeah, he gonna box, and if he don't catch Shakur, and Shakur really, get into rhythm, he ain't gonna be able to break that rhythm. He gonna get embarrassed. It ain't the fact that he gonna get knocked out. He gonna get embarrassed. He gonna get embarrassed. So, but Bud, it's like you see, Bud endorsing this guys to get these fights because he know that he got strung along by the very same company, and he wasn't allowed to get those fights, and it held his career up. So a lot of people was trying to play the politics with Bud and them, and Roy was the only one speaking up. A lot of these dudes just try not to they try not to speak. They try to just stay out of it, because then you're a hater, and then you burn bridges and all that type shit. So so yeah. But a lot of the people don't want to step up, speak up, because the aesthetics of it, or he a hater, or he this, or he that, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Bud should back his guys, and people should, shouldn't even, everybody should back the best fights. Everybody should back the best fights. Everybody should back the best fights. Everybody should be pushing, from the fighters to the past fighters to the media to the fans. Should nobody not be wanting to see the best fight, because we all win. Everybody win at the best fight. Even the loser, you win. Make a lot of money. But I think the effect if you lose is over with. But I like that Bud is pushing his guys. And does he really believe what he's saying? It's the question. Do he really believe Shakur and Keyshawn the ones, or he endorsing them? Or he endorsing them just to get them a payday? Who knows? Payday. Most people think he going in there with Canelo to get a payday. So but that's I like it. Back these guys, man. More media members and more people should be backing these guys and pushing for this. But everybody want to be politically correct to get access to these guys, to stay Twitter fans to their guys, to get credentials to the fight for these guys. But you got to understand, man, I think it's a special super ability for a lot of the, people in boxing to speak the truth and be unapologetic about it. Too many people don't speak the truth in this sport no more. And it's hurting. It's hurting the sport. So, but hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me everywhere. Peace.